Chapter 1, Part 2, Introduction to the World of Retailing. Do retailers add value? Well, for example, a retailer's markup of 50% adds half of the cost in making and getting the product to the consumer. Note that the retailers and the distributors account for a lot of the cost of a product. Here's an example. A box of crackers at a grocery store costs $1 to the manufacturer and sells at a price of $2. Retailers add significantly to the price consumers face. Why not buy directly from the manufacturer? Does that mean that the grocery stores are very profitable? Why not get rid of the middleman? We look at the chart here. Retailers undertake business activities and perform functions that increase the value of the products and services they sell to customers. 85 cents, the manufacturer vendor. The price to the distributor is $1. The distributor, the wholesaler, then adds the 15 cents. The price to the retailer is $1.20. That adds 70 cents for the retailer. Thus, the price to the consumer is $2. Look back at the manufacturer. It was 85 cents, up to $2. Then how do retailers add value? Well, there are 4 areas that retailers use to add value. Provide assortment, break bulk, hold inventory, and offer services. Let's look at these individually. Providing assortments. Offering an assortment enables customers to choose from a wide selection of brands, designs, size, colors, and prices in one location. All retailers offer assortments of products, but they specialize in the assortments they offer. Supermarkets provide assortments of food, health, and beauty care, known as HBC, and household products, while Abercrombie & Fitch provides assortments of clothing and accessories. Breaking bulk. Buy it in quantities customers want. To reduce transportation costs, manufacturers and wholesalers typically ship cases or cartons of products to retailers. Retailers then offer the products in smaller quantities. Break bulk is what we refer to. This tailors the quantities to the individual customers' and households' consumption patterns. Holding inventory. Buy it at a convenient place when you want it. A major function of retailers is to keep inventory so the products will be available when customers want them, reducing the consumer's cost of storing the products. Offer services. See it before you buy it. Get credit. Layaway. Retailers provide services such as credit, product displays, and sales staff to make it easier for customers to compare, buy, and use products. Increasing the value of products and services by providing assortments, by breaking bulk, holding inventory, and providing services, retailers increase the value consumers receive from their products and services. Social and economic significance of retailing. Retail sales was over 4.1 trillion in annual sales 2005. Employment employs over 24 million people in 2005, one of the largest sectors for job growth in the U.S. Socially responsible and a global player. But what does it mean to be social responsible? We covered this in our Intro to Management Foundations of Management course. Let's do a quick review. Corporate social responsibility, referred to as CSR. Voluntary actions taken by a company to address the ethical, social, and environmental impacts of its business operations, in addition to the concerns of its stakeholders. CSR goes beyond the legal requirements of doing business. When an organization only abides by legal requirements, we refer to it as social obligation. Some examples. Eden, a fair trade fashion brand by the U2 singer Bono. But Starbucks, it pays its farmers 42% more than the commodity price of its coffee beans. Target, community giving programs, 5% of income, $3 million a week. Retail companies give away about 1.7% of their profits, compared with about 0.9% for other companies in other industries. To find out how an organization is performing its CSR activities, go to their website and look at the very bottom of their homepage for links. They may refer to it as CSR or simply SR, or sometimes community efforts or community giving. Here we see the world's 20 largest retailers. Retailing is becoming a global industry as more retailers pursue growth by extending their operations to other countries. Large retailers in particular are becoming increasingly international in geographic scope. This exhibit lists the 20 largest global retailers. The exhibit includes companies that compete on the basis of price, such as Walmart, firms that are known for specific categories such as Safeway for groceries and CVS for drugs, and firms that sell a wide variety of merchandise through different retail formats such as Target. The 20 largest retailers account for about 35% of the world market. Of the top global retailers, 36% are headquartered in the US, 36% in Europe, and 14% in Japan. What's the structure of retailing and distribution channels around the world? Well, let's look first at the United States. Compared with distribution channels in the European Union, China, and India, the U.S. distribution system has the greatest retail density, with the greatest concentration of large retail firms. The combination of large stores and large firms results in a very efficient distribution system. Let's look at the picture of China. This is a typical market in China, Korea, and Japan. Do you see any differences? The Chinese and Indian distribution systems are characterized by small stores operated by relatively small firms and a large independent wholesale industry. As a result, a larger percentage of labor is employed in distribution and retailing than in the U.S. Northern European retailing is most similar to the U.S. system. Southern European retailing is more fragmented across all sectors. Central European retailing has changed from a highly concentrated structure to one of extreme fragmentation, meaning involving small family-owned stores. What are the factors that have created these differences in distribution systems? There's the social and political objectives. In China and India, to reduce unemployment by protecting small businesses, the EU to protect small retailers, and to preserve green spaces and town centers. Geography has also played a role. Much lower population density in the US than it is in India, China, and EU, where less low-cost real estate are available for building large stores. What about the market size? Large retail markets in US and India and China. But in countries in EU, distribution channels and retail chains operate in a single country. No economy of scale can be achieved, and trade barriers do exist in these countries.